wings, burgers, call your local Western Pizza. Let's go out there and talk about the Regina Pat Canadians. We were kind of the first outfit to talk about them all of last year. Then they make this magical run and they get it done. Warren Fry, general manager, joining us from the Pat Seas. Warren, thanks for making some time today. Big news came down Friday. You guys have been awarded Western Regionals. Can you take us through the process, how this all comes about, and then you guys throw your hat in the ring?
Sure. Well, Saskatchewan gets to host every 3 years or so. It alternates between Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Northern Ontario. The last few times it's been hosted in Saskatchewan, the Pat Canadians have put a bid in. Most recently, I was involved in the one that we a few years ago. In that, we put a significant amount of effort into that bid. We weren't successful. Ormond was awarded it, so we built off that bid and then tweaked it a little bit with the feedback we got from the league, and submitted our bid for this year's event, which we're extremely happy to have. I think it fits well with our timeline of our team and who we have playing on our team, and I think it's a good story. Telus Cup champions potentially get to host the Western Regionals and have a chance to return to the national stage.
When was the last time Regina hosted this?
2004. So it's been over 20 years.
Wow. And then you mentioned the league. Is it the league? Is it Hockey Sask that kind of is really involved in narrowing it down?
No, it's the league. The league is the host, and they get to put out the criteria, and they get to select the team host on behalf of our league. Hockey Saskatchewan, I don't know if they play a significant role in the selection process. Obviously, they're a great support for us. They were a great support for when we traveled to Chilliwack last year. So I think they would have oversight essentially, but our league has the final say.
You mentioned about how the team is being built and it fits in, and last year, winning the national championship and all that. Quality West, when the Memorial Cup is being awarded too, they look at, okay, how good's your team going to be? Quality of team, right? Which will be interesting to see in Kelowna this year. Another story for another time. Quality of team to play in this. Does that play into it quite a bit?
I wouldn't say it's a significant factor. They want to have that have facilities to host an event like this. They had a number of other things that they wanted in there, the banquet facilities. They wanted, what we would provide for teams, such as dressing rooms, workout rooms, AV equipment. And then there is a little bit, I think it's not specifically stated in the criteria, but I think there's a bit of merit that would be considered. I don't think it explicitly was in the bid guidelines, but I would like to think that with the Pat Canadians finishing in the top 2 of the league 9 of the last 10 years, I think that would partly come into it. And then also a little bit of equity. Like I said, Saskatchewan gets to host every 3 years, so I think they try to spread it around the league. It's been around, since we've hosted in 2004, I think it's been to Tisdale, Swift Current, Moose Jaw, Prince Albert, Saskatoon. I think it's actually been twice. So.
Yeah, and I would think, and I know you probably don't want to talk about it, obviously, the names that are going to be on the Pat Seas this year with Maddox Schultz and Liam Pugh, that's got to play into it. You mentioned the facilities, and you kind of broke up there a bit, but is this all at C6 at the Cooperators? Was the Brandt Center ever an option?
I wouldn't say it wasn't an option. We put the bid in with the Cooperator Center as our primary arena. I think you were around last year when we had our playoff run. It has a sort of an electric atmosphere when you pack that place.
Yeah.
It's our home arena, and we have a little bit of an advantage when we're playing at home. And to move to the Brandt Center would almost feel like a road game to us. That's not to say if something happens and we instantly wouldn't consider it, but I think right now what was in the bid package was the Cooperator Center.
Yeah. What's the gentleman's name that does music for you?
Luke Walters.
Yeah, Luke. I think Luke's got to be in the bid, right? Luke does such an amazing job with the tunes there at
does.
C6. Gets everybody buzzing. Okay, now I saw it on social media. What can you tell people? Because you guys are out there now. It's going to be a hot ticket in town. There's no doubt about it. The regular season, and when Schultz and Pugh are in the lineup, for sure, it's going to be a buzz. You guys are out right now selling your season tickets. So just go through that, the prices, and then that also locks people in for a chance to buy passes to Westerns.
Yeah, we considered adding on the right to playoff tickets with a season ticket package when we had such big crowds in the playoffs last year, and then with us getting the regionals, we thought we'd extend it to that as well. We don't typically sell a lot of season tickets. It's mainly a walk-up crowd. You've been to the games before. It hasn't been a huge issue prior to last year's playoffs where it was hard to get a seat and it was hard to get a ticket. We think we can build with the momentum we have from last year, and then having a solid lineup as we're going to have this year, I think will just naturally attract people to come watch us.
All right. What is a season ticket for an adult and
for an adult it's $170. For a senior or student it's $90. 12 and under is still free. And buying a season ticket will guarantee you first access to purchase season or playoff ticket and Telus regional passes.
Right on. And then they just email manager at Regina Pat Canadians. Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, this is exciting. It's big news. I think it was never a doubt when people heard that who was in play to host it. But Luke does a great job. He'll be on his toes for it. Warren, thanks so much for taking a few minutes here and explaining it. And of course, we'll be all over you guys again this year covering it.
Now, we'd like to thank the league for the opportunity to host as well. They're very supportive, and it's one of the best leagues in the country.
There we go. All right, Warren. Have a good day.
Thanks, Barney.
Right on.